Welcome back or welcome to Tony B Hunting Figs. I decided to bring you guys a mail call video. Got two things in the mail today. I already know what it is, but actually I wanted to show you guys. Oh man, I've been trying to play around with this Juggernaut a little more, trying to pose him up. I don't know how some people get him to stand, so I have him there leaning against frame right there. Actually messing around. This is one of my favorite Hulks, by the way. Anyway, I found this at Walmart today. It was in the toy section. There was a couple of these stackable sneaker and storage boxes. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I don't collect sneakers. But then I saw that it's compatible with, you could store shirts in there. And then when I turned it around, it says stackable sleek. Also great for clothing, collectibles, and more. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll probably pick up another one eventually. This was like 12 bucks at Walmart. So this is pretty cool. I'm not sure. I think I might just put my extra pop figures in there because I do have a stand. So I got to see how tall, how many levels could fit in there to put the pops. But I don't see any other reason to have anything else in here. So let's get on to the mail call. So the first one is from Best Buy. I ordered this. This isn't new or anything. This is the X-Men villains with Strife in it. And I realized that I don't have too many villains for the shelf when it comes to X-Men. I do have that pack that came with Wolverine. If I remember, I'll put a picture on it. But it's Wolverine enemies more than anything. And since I've been collecting the Spider-Man animated series, I've been trying to complete that whole entire, I don't know how you want to say it, property or that line. And of course, most of the people that you got to collect are his enemies. Even though Spider-Man has so many variants that he comes out with, he does have some notable enemies that I know. So I was like, I want to, since I have already built an X-Men team, X-Factor, X-Force, I want to start getting their enemies. So I've been seeing this on the shelf for a while. So here's the box art. I'm definitely going to keep this box art. I really love the way it looks as a piece, as an art piece. So I'm going to figure out how to hang that up in the future toy room. But as you can see, it comes with Random, Vertigo, Pretty Boy, Zero, and Strife. You can see right there. So that is 5 figures. Now, the comic book shop that I normally go to had this for like about 130. And I was like, I was like holding myself for wanting to get it. But on Amazon, this is about $60, and on Best Buy, I believe it was $60. Now, this is when all those points come into effect, and that's why I tell people, if you're shopping with credit cards or you're a member of certain sites, it rewards you in the end. And I had enough certificates to apply to this, and all I paid was $5. So imagine I got this entire box set for $5. So I'm very excited to get these out and play around with them. This did come out in 2023, so this came out 2 years ago. So it isn't that old. So when it comes to the articulation, I think for Vertigo, I think she still has single. Yeah, it looks, from the look of it, I'll know when I take it out. Has a single jointed elbow. I don't know why they gave a lot of the female characters single jointed elbows, but I'm glad that now they've been releasing some of them, like the Mystique, the Black Widow. They finally have double jointed elbows, which makes no sense. It's not a big deal, but it makes the toy feel less inferior or more inferior. So you got the box art on the side. Shows all their faces, and then you actually have the action figures on that side. I don't know too much about Strife. I don't know too much about. I just remember these characters. Like I remember seeing Strife, and it always stood out to me because there is a Professor X that has a similar helmet that I think I want to get, and but I didn't know. I think because his mask always stood out to me to look like Wolverine's, and it reminds me a little of Shredder. And Random, I always like I've seen that character. So again, this is another line that of obscure characters I'm gonna have to look into and get to read, so I can learn a little bit more about them. But yeah, glad I got that X-Men 60. This might be maybe this is a cover, or this may be the number of it. And I don't know if this was like a Comic-Con exclusive. I have no idea, but glad to finally add it to the collection. All right, and last but not least, we got Hasbro here. And it's funny because it said that it was gonna come tomorrow, but it came 2 days ago, the Hasbro. Same thing with the X-Men. It was supposed to come even later than that, but sometimes that happens with Hasbro. It'll come sooner rather than later. Even when you have them on pre-order, sometimes they'll send it to you like 2 months in advance before. Like these two were supposed to come out in April. That's when I thought that it was going to be released. And then I got a message earlier this month saying that they were sending this, which should be Cardiac and Spider-Man 2099. It said in April because I'm expecting to finally get my animated series Spider-Man Kingpin in April. So that still hasn't been sent, but I would not be surprised is if they send me that Kingpin in January or February, because it's not a new figure. That figure is probably 5 years old, 4, but it's still an awesome figure, and I can see why they haven't updated yet. And of course, the other Kingpin I have is the Gamerverse Kingpin, which is an excellent Kingpin as well. And I'm glad I was able to order that to at least have a Kingpin. All right. Excellent. I like how they put this inside the Hasbro boxes instead of all that plastic, so I guess environmentally conscious. But anyway, all right. Oh, for a split second, I thought they sent me the wrong Spider-Man 99, because when I was watching reviews, the Spider-Man 2099 that came out in 2020 is much darker, and this one seems lighter, but now that I'm looking at it, it's dark. But anyway, here you go. We'll crack that out the box in a few. So happy to add that to the collection. I still haven't seen Spider-Venom, and I just found out that Spider-Venom is supposed to be Eddie Brock's son, allegedly. So I don't know anything about that. Some hunters I've been watching have been finding them in their Walmart stores, and some places online are putting them on pre-order. So I don't know. But I am excited to finally have Spider-Man 2099 in my collection, at least from the Retro Car Spider-Man animated series, because again, the one that I do have is from the Spider-Verse movies. And I have Cardiac. This is awesome. Comes with an effect for his stick that you gotta click together, which is like a ball. Comes with 2 hands. Man, I'm telling you, Marvel Legends. I love Marvel Legends, man. I have yet to see a bad figure. But anyway, this is Cardiac. And he's another character that I'm not too familiar with, but I've always seen him, and I think I've always seen him on comics. So I actually ended up went to like the comic crates at one comic shop, and I picked up one comic. I haven't read it, and maybe in the future I'll get it graded. But again, it's somebody that I want to read up on. But yeah, so let's bust them out. Oh man, I was not expecting that light to flash like that, but all right. So we have here Cardiac. Let me get him out because that glare. All right, so you can see he comes with his blast effect that's supposed to be attached to his stick or staff. I was watching people having trouble putting this together because I don't think it lines up. Let's see if I have that same issue. Oh, looks like I might have that same issue. Hold on. Yeah, it's like slightly off. It's like very like I have the bottom on, but the top was probably gonna give you hassle when you get this. It's like you gotta slightly. All right, let me try it the opposite way. Let me try these two first. It looks like I'm probably gonna have to like use tape. Oh, okay, you see how it doesn't line with the teeth? So unfortunately, what do you call this? I forgot when you call when the company makes an error. Oh my gosh, yeah. This is like so annoying. Let me see. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna leave it like that. It's kind of open as loose, but that is a quality assurance. What is that? Quality assurance? Quality something issue. Let's get the cardiac out. Oh man, he does look awesome. I do love the detail. Got his face there. Got shoulder pads. He is pinless for those of you that care about that. No toe articulation, no butterfly joints, and he has the ab. He doesn't have an ab crunch, which is weird. Why didn't you give him an ab crunch? They just gave him the upper torso crunch. Because if he had the ab crunch, then you could get more poses out of him. But whatever. And the shoulder pads do move. No butterfly joints, as you can see. He is, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, but he does have these pockets on the side of his boot and his thigh that you got to be careful with. You could look down. Let's see how much you could look down. It feels like he could look down more, but I don't know. So let me see. Let me pop the head off to see what it looks like. No, it doesn't have the little crease in here. I forgot what you call that, where you could get more rotation to have them look down. They usually use it on a lot of Spider-Man figures. So he doesn't have, because of that, he doesn't have too much range of motion to look up or down. So that kind of stops it. But he has, the other head movements that are normal. He does come with, let's get his accessories. It does come with 2 gripping hands to obviously hold his staff, and he already comes with a semi kind of grabby hand on already, and 1 fist on there. Fortunately, no left fist for punching, which would have been good. I really don't like when they do that, but whatever. And then you have his staff, which you gotta be careful, it is bendable. It looks like stiff nunchucks. Let me see if it looks like that on the package. Yeah, so it is similar. So they got that detail right, which is good. And his name is Dr. Elias Wortham. Transforms himself into the vigilante cardiac to avenge his brother by exacting justice against evil corporations that skirt the law. And I really got to read up on him, because I thought he was a bad guy. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to insert this first. So got that lined up. I'm assuming You know, because when I first saw this, I thought there were two energy beams for the bottom and the top, which would have been dope, but guess not. You know, maybe I had the wrong, because it doesn't. Hasbro never gives you directions, especially when you have GI Joes. The only instructions you ever get is when you have your. Oh, okay. I take that back. So it looks like I had to flip them, the little shell, to get it, and this will look dope if you have like a little light bulb that you could put in there for effects, so it could light up. But right now it looks like a blow pop right now. So let me get this in hand, see how he looks. All right. Got the right, got the left. I usually do the typical staff pose with this. All right. There you go. You have Cardiac with his energy beam staff ready to shock someone. Bam, bam, bam. All right, if you want to look at the back, very nice detail on the back of the character, but that is Cardiac. All right, no jump cuts here. Just keep it rolling. Keep this nice, short, and simple. All right. As you could tell, my expertise of unboxing and reviewing. All right. Now we do have the most anticipated figure of the year for me. Was this the most anticipated figure? Maybe. I think so. At least one. Oh, they got toe articulation. I already felt it. Glad they did that. All right. So now this is what I mean with the ab crunch. See, Cardiac just has the upper with the chest, and this is the ab crunch. So this is gonna give him way more posable opportunities for him, and you want that because he's a Spider-Man. Of course, he has the butterfly wings. Those of you who don't know what butterfly wings are, that's this part right here. Like the Hulk has them, Juggernaut has it. It allows you to get more range of motion on their shoulders for maximum posing, which is great. That's what you want. And then, of course, with the double ab crunch, I don't really care about the pain and all that. Like, I know people get upset if it doesn't match when you bend it or it stops, but I don't think of that. He is pinless for those of you that care about that. Double jointed elbows. Okay. Got the double joint action. Double jointed knee. You got the thigh swivel. So you got the thigh cut right there. And then you got the boot cut. Yep, you got the boot cut. People love the boot cut. And then you got the toe articulation. I'm telling you, there's nothing like toe articulation. Like, this Juggernaut has it. The Maximum Hulk has it. I'm telling you, when you have that toe articulation, it makes your posing so much easier too. And again, you want to get the most dynamic poses, especially from a Spider-Man. So there you have it. Let's see. You could look down this much. Something's telling me that I might be disappointed. Oh, see, he has it. Okay. Oh, he has it for the back of his, slightly has that groove. So this, I guess this is the first disappointment that they don't have this groove cut into the neck so that way he could really lower his head forward, or really, because when you have him swinging, it's like, even with like Superman figures, you want to be able to have the head go up to here like that, facing forward, and you can't, like really, like they left that part out. They gave everything else. So, because look, he doesn't really have good head motion. Look how much he can only look up, you know. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. And yeah, I said he has his toe articulation. Here's the back. Nothing much. Here his, I don't know what this is. If this is like a cape. I know in the old one it was more translucent, so a lot of people, I don't know, they have complaints about that. and you put it right in the back. It has a peg, and I know you could use it as an effect from blowing to the side, or I know there's a lot of pictures of him jumping down, like that. And then I think he has does he have electrical powers from what I remember from the movie? I don't know. They should have given him some effects, but I guess you have enough effects from like Storm and other people that you could probably use that with him. And for the hands, he has the Spider-Man special, right? Well, no, not really. Well, yeah, he has the typical Spider-Man hands, right? Which is more of like the wall-crawling hands, as we like to call them. And then he has two grabby hands. So from what I know, he doesn't shoot web, so that's why he doesn't have a web shooting hand. Alrighty guys, so that is my review of Spider-Man 2099 and Cardiac. Let me know what you think. Did you pick these guys up? Have they been hitting your stores? Have they been hitting your Walmarts? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Those of you who probably have the older 2099, are you gonna pick this one up as well, or are you good with your 2020 version of the 2099 figure? Anyway, let me know. I love these figures. They are awesome. They're incredible. And oops. I cannot wait to add this to my Spider-Man animated series shelf. But anyway, thank you for checking in. Please hit like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.